Speaker, on Friday, CBC's Marketplace revealed that routine abuse and violence occur in most homes, and there are virtually no consequences for homes that break the law repeatedly. The report also highlights that for-profit home, like Craiglee Nursing Home in my riding, and in fact, in the 2 years that this minister has had this file, I have raised alarm bells about abuse like this, like in homes like Craiglee Nursing Home. And it's actually, frankly, insulting to hear ministers ask, where were we raising these concerns? Because it's insulting to the people of this province who have raised alarm bells about long-term care for many, many years. So in the past 2 years that I have been here, I have first raised issues about homes and the abuse. In this House, I asked the minister to extend the wet law for investigation and accept the recommendations, the 91 recommendations from the report.
Question.
All she's done is cut inspections and pass legislations that actually protect homes instead of the residents. So I ask, Mr. Speaker, will this minister commit to taking immediate actions to address elder abuse in long-term care homes and ensure that long-term care operators are held accountable and residents are kept safe? Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you for the question. I would like to clarify a few points in your question. And the first is, inspections were never stopped. Inspections were continued. The inspections, we worked with the representative groups to make sure that our inspectors were safe, that there were lines of communication with their inspectors into the homes. That was done with public health. That was done through the Ministry of Long-Term Care, the Ministry of Labour, the Auditor General's report in 2015 that recommended homes that were considered high risk to have high-risk inspections. And this was a measure taken by the previous government with a report based on the Auditor General's recommendations. And our government has made sure that the inspections are ongoing. Our homes in outbreak are receiving regular inspections. As I said, multiple inspections, looking at how we support our residents and staff in these homes. There is zero tolerance for abuse or neglect.
Response?
And there are channels to operate and stop that. We are taking every measure possible to make sure that our residents receive the highest quality they deserve.
Mr. Speaker, we know this government, the previous government had failed, but right now the responsibility, the ball's on the court for this government. My office was contacted by Amanda, whose grandmother, Madeline, was a resident at Craiglee until her death on September 20th. She recounts the horrific conditions that Madeline was found in and describing, and I quote, the food left to rot in her room, the markings on her arms, her refusal to eat, her weight loss, her incoherence and delirium. She would decline and the home would tell us that she was improving, end quote. Following Madeline's death, the family went to her room to find evidence of rats and cockroaches in her belongings. Mr. Speaker, so I ask this minister again, because right now people are not safe in many homes. What will she do to make sure that residents are kept safe in their homes and we do not have elders being abused in long-term care homes, because clearly they're not doing a good job? Thank you, Speaker.
And thank you for the question. Thank you, Speaker. It is devastating and heartbreaking to hear stories such as this, and my heart goes out to the families, to the residents, to the staff. And unfortunately, the system was broken, and it had been broken for many years. And that's why this government has made long-term care a priority. That's why these issues that were long-standing and were exposed by COVID-19 in a fulsome way for society to see the neglect that had occurred in these homes for many, many years. And our government has created a standalone ministry to address this issue, not only the pre-existing problems, but the problems amplified by COVID-19. The inspectors, the public health, the integration, the public health
Response?
Information. It is a cross-ministry effort, across government, across agency. We will put every measure, every tool into work, and we're doing just that.